So we're just going to pop the sentinel here, somewhere that they can't move away from us too easily. And we're going to... oh. That range is way less than I remember it being. Okay, well that's awkward. Hello, my name is Dominic Underhallhouse and welcome to another episode of Moonbreaker. In today's episode we're going to go back to our moving on up list that we did very recently. However, someone in the comments has given their own suggestion as to how they would run this list, and I wanted to just give that a go as well. So the new additions to this list, we've got Nuisance, Aegis Sentinel, behind here you can see we've got Makani Thicket, and the last one was Chuck and Co. So we lost, I think it was Maximus, Snareling, I can't remember, it's Maximus, Snareling, a couple others. I can't remember now. It's gone out of my... Jailbreak was one of them. And something else. Doesn't matter really. We're here to have fun. So we're going to try this list out. The one thing that's really interesting about this... so they did say they're not sure how competitive it is, but there's got to be ways for you to try that out. What I think is very interesting is there's no 3-drop and there's very, very low numbers of cheap units. So we really need to find a way of getting as much resource as possible. So if we're going second, we're only ever going to play our Nuisance, because then we can go into Aria or Crankbait. If we're going first, it's possible I might not play anything, because then that way we can go straight up to something like Hit and Run or Aria or something along those lines. It's going to be very interesting using our bit of resource management to work out. So I do think probably it is going to be better to have a few options for the early game, but who knows, this could work out really well. So we're going to jump into a ranked game and see what happens. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like I've said previously, if everyone who's watching this subscribed, we'd have hit like 1,000 subscribers by now, which would be incredible. And then any other support you can offer. There's been loads of really nice comments recently, and I'm well aware that I'm pretty much up to date. I've got like about 24, 48 hours worth of comments to go back and sort of to reply to, but this is from one of them as well. So I really do enjoy any interaction you guys put forward. It means a lot to me, but for now, I'll see you once we get in the game. Okay, we have found ourselves a game. We're against Makai, a level 62, another Zax player. They've got the Zax and Slopper skin, so I always like it when I see someone who's got the Founders Pack, because anything that supports the Moonbreaker devs is a win in my books, because they're such a wonderful team, and I think this game just deserves all the success. So anyone who's bought that Founders Pack, even though it doesn't benefit me directly, I want to thank all of you for doing so. It's really, really appreciated. So this is going to be interesting, a Zax mirror. So us having this sort of lack of a curve is going to be interesting. Going first is kind of nice, because it does mean that we can sort of try and get a position going. So can we get any of the grav discs where we slide along things here? Not really, so let's just move first. And can we grav disc onto the point at all? No. So I actually just think we stay here. We're not going to get there this turn. There's no point in using grav disc unnecessarily. I think I'd rather just stay safer and then start going for things next turn. So having access to Hit and Run means if they play something with 6 health, then there is a reasonable chance that we could actually, move up, grav disc and Hit and Run into them, and just start putting some hurt down immediately. Okay, so with this being the case, I mean, it's interesting, but I think maybe we just push a bit of damage, just a little bit. We missed, of course. So what if we pull ourselves forward again and just try and contest that objective from them? So we've got 5 leadership. Can we get something that's down onto there? No. Any of the big base? So I mean, we could just Hit and Run. I actually think Hit and Run's not that bad, because we can just move over here and contest this immediately. In fact, let's go here so that they're going to have a harder time getting away. We don't want them to be able to deploy this side too easily, but we do want to be contesting the objective of it. I'm okay with this. So we're scoring points then. Not at the moment. They've obviously got plenty of resource, but we're going to have 4 next turn, so we've got Aria or Crankbait, or even just Nuisance and use the resources there. I think Hit and Run was a bold choice, but I think putting some pressure down early and forcing them to react could be nice, because with 6, they're really not going to be able to put anything down that on its own deals with Hit and Run. So this is fine, because even if they place a mine down, they missed. That's a big miss for us. So we can go for this mine, or okay, they're not doing much here. Snareling. Okay, so we can deal with Snareling, because we're just going to pull these together and try and make sure we compete with this point. It's probably going to want to be... Okay, Aria from them. They missed 2 in a row. That is pretty brutal from our opponent there. So, we obviously need to hit this. So we've got 86 there. And get to like 88, 89, there we go. So I'll go for this. Oh, hang on, I forgot about grav disc. Okay, so we should be able to shoot first and then grav disc. This should be fine. Because the only thing we want to do is make sure that these two end together and not Zax. So this looks like it should work. So we hit here. And then I think we just play Nuisance down because we only need the 1 damage. And just try and clear it out this way. We can deploy a Sleeper Mine, but I think there's still routes where they'll be able to make good use of that. So we'll just stick with basically exactly what we're doing so far. We're trying to compete with a resource game. So we'd love to be able to get in range to hit Arya next turn. So if they're going for hit and run here, we're going to have 7 next turn. So we can actually play Captivator Zyania and potentially activate that. We could also go for something cheaper. So Arya and then save a bit more again. Arya, in fact, if we go to Arya, we can then, I believe, curve into Zappa and Enki. Okay, so Titonia is great if they don't make this one of these shots. I mean, it would be sad if they did. It's sad if they did miss, that is. Okay, so we've got potentially a bunch of damage onto Titonia. So I actually don't know if we need to do too much here. It could even be that we just play the turret and just shoot everything this way with the turret. Because that could actually work out really nicely for us if we can get turret onto this, take out Titonia, or even get very close to dealing with it here. So, where can we deploy the turret? Can't quite get up there yet, but we can deploy it, say, here. I think this is a pretty reasonable choice. In fact, yes, we want it to be on the point, so let's just... I'm going to move in this direction. I think it is the turret. The question is, what do we want to try and kill? Because we can do 3 to this and guarantee it, or we can also just push Arya. Okay, with that going there, I think we're actually just going to move here. And... oh, hang on, I've messed this up royally. We have to go for the 50-50 here. This was a mistake. Come on. Okay, we did hit it. That's important. Not Zyania. We want Sentinel. So we're just going to pop the Sentinel here, somewhere that they can't move away from us too easily. And we're going to... oh. That range is way less than I remember it being. Okay, well that's awkward. So, I don't know what we do here. I think I'm just going to move back here and place a Sleeper Mine there, because I don't think they'll quite be able to pull us together there. Okay, I swear that was a lot longer range, so this must have been reduced, but it's not the end of the world. Arya's in an awkward spot. She's still going to be able to do more work than we hoped, because we were hoping to have her dead here, so had I paid proper attention, I'd have gone for Titonia instead, or placed the turret this way. So that was a bit of an issue. We have still got 8 next turn, so Zyania is an option, as is Thicket. It might even, again, just be that we take something else. With Titonia moving over here, and obviously probably throwing the bomb here, this gives us a really nice Arya target, so that's what probably we're going to want to do. If they don't kill the bomb here, then we're going to find a way to use it to kill Arya. I mean, it's almost guaranteed. Ooh, Flurry. Okay, Flurry's good. They can deal with Flurry. Sorry, Flurry can deal with us, rather. So what's their game plan going to be? They're going to take a damage from this, which is fine. So our Arya can deal with either of these, in fact. So they can only do 1 Flurry trigger right now. We might be able to grab disc both of these, and that'd be a really good value. The question is, what can we do with Flurry? I think the answer might just be to try and stun it or thicket it or something like that. What are you doing, OP? Oh, they're trying to trigger it with something else. Did they get the bomb? Yeah. Okay, they got the bomb. We do still hold that, so we're going to grab disc over here and try and just pull these 3 in together. This is a big swing for us. So yeah, we're just absolutely doing that. Get both of those dealt with. That's a really nice turn for us. The flechette doesn't do anything now. Neither does a lot of this. So it could just be that we Chuck and Co or Aria here. We don't have that much that's going on, so Crankbait still just costs 1 now, doesn't it? But Crankbait has charge. So I think my plan is going to be just to... I think actually just to contest this. Pulling that doesn't accomplish much. Flurry can't fit through there. I'm happy with this as it is. Oh, did we not attack? Oh, we forgot to attack. That's pretty bad. Also, apologies for anyone who just heard that Facebook notification. Normally I turn Facebook off on my PC. I've forgotten this time, so if you hear a couple, I do apologise. It's Warhammer 40k Data Slate Day, so there's loads of updates for the new rules in that game, and therefore people are talking about it. Most of it's going on WhatsApp, but there's a couple of people here and there still talking on good old Facebook. Okay, so awkwardly, Zapper and Enki doesn't deal with Flurry very easily. So now I'm thinking maybe we just start pushing in. Yeah, see, this is just inconvenient. I think we're probably just going to be trying to move away. Okay, this is fine. Because now if we can just get our hit over here, our Zapper and Enki can potentially just deal with some of that, or we can even just start flinging things this direction. I mean, if they're willing to grab this there, sure. That's absolutely fine. So, the question is, does Zapper and Enki actually get close enough on both of these? I don't know if it will do. So let's just push that first. Why didn't that move? I figured that should at least move a little bit. So we're going to pop Zapper and Enki down over here. We're just going to move over here. In fact, honestly, because they've got some range stuff, we probably just want to move out of flurry range. So we stay like here and just vortex that at this point. This isn't the best use, but it gets rid of one of their valuable resources. So we've got 7 crew to their 6, but this is easily going to be able to die very quickly, and they're going to start taking this away. The question is, do they have anything that deals with Zapper? Because if they do, that's a problem. They can just use their resources here to go do multiple things, and obviously the Zapper trigger will also damage Flurry. So the question is, they keep going for shots at a very low percentage. What's this going to be? Because whatever this is, if this doesn't deal with Zapper and Enki, that's really good. Oh, are they going to block their own movement? That's not good. They want to bring Flurry that way. Oh, Peacemaker Balance, sure. Absolutely fine with that. So we're going to have 9 next turn. So we can potentially bring our own Balam in. We can start doing other little bits and pieces. That's almost all their leadership as well. So if we play our own Balam, especially if they group anything up, because Balam's 2 to activate, right, for Spore Puff? Yeah. So maybe if we could say, come here, group these 2. That could work. Or do we even want to Balam? Do you want to use, like, Captivator Zanya? I actually think Zanya might be the right choice. So let's try going for that. How big's the range on Zanya's ability? Like, that's pretty sizable. So if we got it over here, we might be able to hit 3, possibly 4 of these. Okay, so I think the first thing to do here is just move this direction. Maybe just pop. Let's just poke this, because we're going to be aiming. Yeah, so if we go over here, we're not going to be able to get everything, I don't think, but this will be a fairly good start. So we can pick any 2 of the 3. So they can't area damage over here anyway at the moment. So let's just go for the more. I mean, this triggers Flurry though, so we don't want to. We want to force them to have to trigger Flurry. And again, it's a Zax game, so you don't want to place mines. They're going to score, but we're going to start chipping them down. Only one of these can actually damage Zanya as well, so they're not going to be able to release everything. They've released Balam, but they can't release anything else. So this is going to keep on going. Balam probably still has to just go for Zappa here. Yeah, if they go for this, next turn we can start using our own Balam and try and keep it safe, especially if they deploy multiple things in the area. We might be able to get some really big shots off there. Okay, so that's Crosshair, yeah. So this is a lot of damage. Like, it's definitely a lot of damage. And we don't really have any healing, but we might be able to just slow this down a little bit. So, Zax and Balam got free. It's unfortunate that Zax got free. Yeah, this is necessary. What can we also do? I mean, it might just be Thicket at this point. I think Thicket could be useful, or even Arya. Using our spins over here would be nice if our opponent ever moves out of the way, although we're not in great range of anything. I'm not sure how we do this. Like, I don't feel like we're quite there in terms of having the damage output. Is that still in chop range? It is. So, is there a world where we can get 3 of these? We've already got 2. So what if we just go for something like this? No, it's slightly too close. So we'll lock Balam up again, I think, or yeah, it's just going to be Balam, I think. So they're going to be able to deal with this. We're going to have to try and shoot Crosshair a little bit. And then I actually think we use our own... I think we have to Peacemaker Balam their Crosshair, but the question is this going to be big enough? Either way, so they're snared there anyway, so let's just place Peacemaker Balam in range of both, just in case, but we don't want to be in range of their Balam as well. So I think here's about as safe as it gets. We try and Spore Puff too. No, we can't, so it just has to be Crosshair so that they don't kill our own Balam. And then we're going to pop down Arya up here and just start chipping away at their Balam. Okay. So we're just starting to do something. This is a spin. It takes this down to 1. That's fine. But I think we're in a fairly controlling position. They can deploy anything, but we've got 7 crew to their 6. So Savria protecting this is fine. It's still stunned. Anything they deploy here is going to take damage, and we've got a Thicket and a Chuck and Co eventually. It's the fact... Okay, so that's their Zapper. Yeah. So that's really good for them. Obviously Zapper is an incredible unit, and there's a good chance they could kill our Balam here. Now, our Zapper going down is a problem. Yeah, so there's Balam as well. And now their Balam can stun our Zapper. Yeah, I think that Zapper's actually the tide turner here. I don't know if we can deal with it. We can put Thicket down and just Thicket their Zapper. This is unfortunate. Maybe this could work. We're not out of this, is the thing. Yeah, so if we Thicket and hit this, it's not bad. Because if we Thicket and just hit here, they're going to struggle. If we go for just shooting this, you know what? We could potentially actually just take out Savria, so we can Flechette both of these. So what's this angle? Let's take this first. We missed that, that's fine. So we want to try and get better than 44. 50. We're okay with taking the damage here. We'll Flechette both of these. And... oh, did I move off at that point? That's very awkward. I guess we just pull here. And do we want to move block anything? I think sleeper mining over here might actually be okay. Or I could have grav disked myself back over there, which would have been good. So they're going to score. They're down to 1, but any action here... Oh no, because they can just kill... They can kill our Zapper. And then they can activate again. Is this Texo? See, I'm not sure how if... Oh, that is so good. I didn't think they'd be able to... I did not think this through. Yeah. So, what is the plan here? They've taken 1. They get the shot. They missed. Oh, that's so good. Missing really matters here. Because now they've shot that way, they haven't shot here, which means that their Zapper's going to die. So this is the thing that could bring us back. This is fine. They need a lot... Wait. Why does that... Why does that trigger when we had electrified? They use the... Does the stun stop the electrified? I guess it must do. So they would only need to get 1 more point here, but if we can get a few points, we're not doing too bad. Yeah, so Chuck is an inconvenience. So here's the thing. We can... Oh, we're stunned here. Right, so... This has to go immediately, so we're going to lose a point here. Then... Here's the funny thing, is that if we could chuck there and get in range... What about, okay, so... This is an odd choice. But there's a chance that this is the right thing to do. This needs to contest on here, and we need to be safe. You know what, we can actually just deploy up here. So if we come here... We stillness and shoot this, which is not perfect, but it'll do. We can then slap Texo and toss Crosshair. And then, can we sleeper mine anywhere useful? No. Sleeper mines are detrimental wholly here. So, they need to get 3 points here, but we don't even have enough crew for them to do so. So they're going to try and stop us scoring. But Chuck and Co actually can one-shot Flurry if it comes to it. Nobody has any crew left. They're going to keep healing themselves, but it only heals for 2, so that can die next turn. Balam is just going to keep stunning. Oh, they can probably stun 2 things. Okay, correct, wrong choice. Good, good. This is fine. So can we get enough done here? Ooh, okay, the big flurry. This, yeah, if this stops us scoring here, that's... Us scoring this would be really nice. Okay, this is really good for us. So they get attacked back and spun. And then... Okay, they did get that. But now we can kill both Flurry and Texo next turn. So we just kill Flurry. We'll pop up here. Do you know what we can do? We can sleeper mine, say, over here. No, we can't. So, okay, so I think we actually have to contest here. Get as close as we can get. No, no, wrong way, wrong way! Can we grab disc? Okay, we didn't mess it up, it's fine. And then sleeper mining like over here could help in some way, somehow. So we have more things than them. We've got more tools, but can we survive? We've got enough damage to sort of, so we just need... We're going to score points every turn and they're not. I think we might have access to this game. We might have a chance of winning this. If we say, shoot here, pull the bomb down, place another bomb... Oh no, because they're going to... Yeah, they're going over here. And they're going to be able to kill this, so... Oh, please put a bomb down. So then, can we try winning just a race? Because bombs explode for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we grav disc these together? Not quite. Hang on. That looks like it gets these 3, but not us. Which is perfect for us. This is exactly what we want. So now we just need to hold the zones, don't we? No, maybe not. Because they're going to score a point from this and we're not. I don't know how we have to do this. So that mine's okay there. We're losing this anyway. I think a mine over here might work, because they're not going to win through damage, so just having a resource around is good for us. And honestly, I feel just here's fine. It's the fact that they're going to get...
They have a 1-point lead. Sudden death. Only 2 points to win. The
Yeah, so
is at
if they compete here,
your opponent
if
only 1 more point to win.
Yeah, but that's fine. But then we control this unless they move on to it. So we can kill that. I don't know how this goes. I think we might just be a draw. Like, we can kill that. There's no doubt here we can kill that. So now they're contesting everything. They're going to place another mine, but we can use that mine to damage them. Oh no, because we're not going to be using it now. Have they conceded? Oh no, the sudden death triggers then. Oh, I was sure we had it. I thought we had one more turn to make that back. What a nail biter. That was such a good game. Well done, Mackay. That was played really well. And thank you for whoever it was that submitted this revision to the list. It was quite fun. I did feel like we sort of fell a bit behind, but I think part of that might have been my way of playing it. I'm not sold on Nuisance, even though I like it. I'm not sold on it. But all in all, I thought this was really fun. We used every single unit in the list, as did our opponent, and it came down literally to sudden death with 1 point remaining. So that is an awesome game. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's what means the most to me. Comments and everything, liking the videos. Again, I read every single one. Appreciate every one of you. But for now, thank you so much for watching. And most importantly, have a good day.